Welcome back to the channel. Has been a while for another brief review. No worries, I won't bother you with a 1-hour review about the PolarLab single blade nipper. I kickstarted this one, quite a while ago. Came with the early backer option for about $54. And yeah, I thought I would upgrade my old Redgrass game precision nippers, where even just lately the spring disappeared. And I thought, well, was a nice Kickstarter, nice promotion. The idea is not new. What's new is that instead of having let's call it a monoblock of nippers, of cutting elements, this one has replaceable ones. And I thought, well, this might be a great idea. Looks great, nice mechanic. So give it a try. So this is not really an unboxing. I have tried, used this for a while, but for the purpose of this video, I just kept it inside this, foam package. So that's the nipper, and as you can see, neatly done. You have a little bit of a little mold line here, but in general this whole thing feels okay. It's very light, lighter, much lighter than the Redgrass game, so it feels a little bit toyish, if that's a word. In general, the idea is great, and you have this kind of replaceable and easy to exchange replaceable cutting element, the knife up here. You have two, which one they call the anvil, the other one they will call the cutter. I show this in a little overview here in the right corner. And you got replacement parts for all of this. So for the anvil part, which is these BD-R1 board blade, and the BD-24 spare blades. I have just ordered 3 blades, as I have used this Redgrass game thing for ages now, and I thought, well, if I buy one set with 3, this will be okay for a very long time. They advertise this in extremely hard material, like this Rockwell Härte HRC to 36 to 67, which is like professional industry standard, which is okay. They have this kind of slim design, the replaceable blades, the narrow tip where you can just reach into very narrow areas, and in direct comparison with, I would say, the biggest price value competitor, although this is also 42 euro here at the moment, approximately $50 to $60 depending on your area. It's very similar. The Redgrass game one is a little bit even a little bit smaller, but barely noticeable. So I don't know if you really encounter a situation where you have but this is really relevant in miniature building and painting later. Unfortunately, and directly before the video, the spring disappeared and I cannot find it, but I have to say this was a very comfortable spring, and I could work with this very well. So this was supposed to go on the tool funeral, and I plan to use this one. And as you hear words like I plan to, and I considered, and I thought. I'll come to this in a second. So in general, I usually don't wear gloves while working, just building stuff. Sometimes I do, just to avoid the grease on the miniature. So I have to say, with gloves, that's okay. Without, this is a very smooth plastic grip, and it does not, personally, I do not like it very much. I like this rubbery Redgrass game one a lot, which gives me a good feel, both gloved hands and without. This one only feels good, I have to say, even with these grooves here, when you wear gloves. So yeah, this is the first negative point. It also comes with a cap, which is very unpleasant to stick on, and it's extremely poor quality. It's a very bad print, as you can see here. You see all the lines, which is theoretically okay, but it does not, it feels very cheap. And honestly, I have the feeling that if I squeeze that too much or bump with that somewhere, it will just like shatter. And it squeals, and I don't know where the end is. Honestly, this, yeah, it's a nice idea, but I honestly wouldn't use it. So it does not feel good. Sorry. So it's a cutting thing, so let's cut some stuff and compare the results. So this is a Dark Reaper, Eldari one. You go in, you cut, of course, cuts very smoothly, so I like it. That's definitely an advantage. But for me, the biggest disadvantage is the spring. And it's very difficult, and I wouldn't say it's impossible, but the spring is terrible. And that is for me the KO criteria for to use this one, because every time I make a cut and I open it, it takes, you might not notice it, but it takes such a while. And even here, if I open my hands a little bit, I have to really go wide open with my hand, and it's very, very slow and dragging to work with. And that is why I personally don't think I will use this one. I will just buy another one of the Redgrass game one. This is the only reason, well, the only one, but the main reason this does not feel good. Yeah, and I don't know if you're using it and you want to get a feeling if you also back this one, so I would be really interested in your experience. But it makes the cutting, as you can see here, I'm making a cut and now open my hand entirely, cut again, open the hand, and you have to hold it. You have to somehow, with a thumb, you have to hold it, and then you have to that it don't fall down, that it doesn't fall down, and then this is really terrible. And I have to say, even without a freaking spring, I can easily operate this one without the spring, and it's faster. It's much faster. I just like bam, 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 and it feels still more comfortable. So, and for me, this is the main reason I cannot recommend it. Here, of course, you see it has a very smooth cutting result, but honestly, this is absolutely no rocket science. We are cutting soft plastic. This is metal. If it's sharp and reasonable adjusted, it will of course create a flush cut. Yeah. So all these PR behind and all the marketing, extra sharp, extra thin, extra flat, extra smooth, for me this is just like really pure marketing without big value. There are different competitors on the market. I think even Army Painter has their own Nipper already. Green Stuff World will slowly follow, I assume, if they have not already taken the opportunity to add this. So this is definitely not a single standing product you should buy. So star rating wise, I would give this like 5 of 10 stars. In comparison to Red Cross, I would definitely give like 8 stars, or even go to 9 stars, because it does the job. It's very small. It's really, really a pleasure to work with. And this one looks like they would try to reinvent the wheel. I have to say, the blade, the anvil blade in a bit, is replaceable. This BA24 blade is not the only one. They have another one, a harder one in their stock you can replace, which is the BA32, which has a more not so small angle. It has a wider angle, and it's for heat shrink, copper wire, PTF E-tubes, PLR filament, and all this kind of stuff. I haven't bought this one, as I was intended to use it just for miniature and for plastic. But honestly, I cannot, especially for the harder material, you have 1,000 other options. And I personally don't think you will need it. If this would have a better spring, yes, definitely would buy it. But from the quality and everything else, no, cannot really recommend it. Unfortunately, so most likely buy a new red cross game. Thank you very much. That's all for this video.